Hey guys, Mr. Preacherman 75 coming at you. You're looking at my Sig P6. This is probably the newest Sig in my collection, and it is quickly becoming the go-to everyday carry gun. So I wanted to show it to you. There are a few other videos out there on the P6, but I thought I'd show mine off a little bit as well. The Sig Sauer P6 is the military and police designation for what in the U.S. is called the Sig P225. It's a single stack, 9mm, and it is roughly the size of the 228 or 229, if you're more familiar with those. For its age, was considered a compact handgun. Certainly not compact by today's standards at all. But as I've been carrying it around, I don't have any problem carrying it. It's about 28 and a half ounces, but it is a alloy metal frame, and so it's not the polymer that the Glocks are, the M&Ps, some of those newer guns. But man, I really do like this gun. Here's the magazine. You can see that. I have unloaded it for the video, but I am carrying it today. 8 rounds in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, for a total of 9. These are 124 grain. What is that? It's not a gold dot. It's a golden saber. Sorry, lost my terms, but that's what I'm carrying today, and I'm carrying it in my Nate Squared Tactical inside the waistband holster. This gun also does fit in my outside the waistband leather holster that I have for my 228. So let me show you a couple of cool things that I really like about these older SIGs. This one, you can tell, was a police and military issue because it is stamped right here, P6, and the issue date, I believe it's the issue date, not the manufacturer date, but the issue date is 12 of 83. So this is an old gun, but to me that's just cool. Turn it over here, you can see it's got Sig Sauer here and made in West Germany. It's a West German manufactured gun, which I think is just really cool since West Germany doesn't exist anymore. It does have proof marks by the dust cover there, and those are just some neat things that we don't get on American-made guns anymore. My 228, if you've seen the video for my 228, similarly is stamped with the proof marks there. And you can use the proof marks on the 228 to date it. Mine is 1992, so it has a German stamp, made in Germany, but not West Germany. Just neat little things. This is how I bought it. It's actually in pretty decent condition considering how old it is. See, there is some wear up here. That to me is to be expected on the finish. But actually it's in better shape than I initially thought it was, and I don't know if these are the original grips or not. It's got brass grip screws. That's just how it came to me, so I haven't seen any others like that, so I kind of doubt that that's an original piece, but I think it's kind of neat. It stands out. I've looked at other grips for the gun, and some of them are really cool looking $100 wood grips, but I think I may just leave this like it is, especially since I am carrying it. The sights are kind of crappy. It's just pretty rudimentary sights. The person that had it before me painted the front post so you could see it a little bit better. If I was going to change anything, I would probably have the sights changed out and get some standard 3-dot sights put on it, and I may do that. But the times that I've taken it out shooting, it's just really fun to shoot. It's a great shooter. The I'm a fan of the SIGs, so the double single action to me is great. This one's got a heavier trigger on it. From what I've heard, the P6s were made with a heavier trigger, whereas the 225s were a little bit lighter. I haven't ever shot a 225 to be able to tell the difference. But if you have the proper trigger control, shooting it double action is no problem, and then the single action is really nice. So anyway, there's other videos out there for you to check out on the P6 that probably go into more specs than I will. I can just tell you that I got this almost as an afterthought. I paid about $450 for mine, which seems to be going rate around my area. I've seen on websites and things where it's talked about the 226 and has said that you can find them for as low as $300 or $350. That was probably 4 or 5 years ago. The market on them has kind of dried up, or their availability has dried up a little bit. They're not being imported like they were at that point in time, and so they're a little bit harder to find. For me, $450 for a SIG is just worth it. And this, even though it's a single stack, it is a classic SIG by every other account. The quality, the function, everything is just right, and the single stack makes it fit my hand better. I just really like the way it feels in the hand, and carrying it is really no problem. Like I said, I'm carrying it inside the waistband today, so the single stack makes it a little bit preferable over my 228, which I have carried that way. And as long as you're not going out and getting into massive gun battles, the magazine capacity should be plenty good enough to get you out of any kind of sticky situation that you might find yourself in. So anyway, this is Mr. Preacherman 75. Just a quick look at my Sig 225. Actually, mine is a P6, the Sig P6. Hope you all are doing well. We'll talk to you again later.